first, 24 hours from now, Governor Janet Mills will be sworn in for her second and last term as governor of Maine.
The first term may have been among the most difficult of any in state history, as Mills and Maine had to face the COVID pandemic and an 8-month-long state of emergency. 207's Don Carrigan sat down with Governor Mills a few days ago to find out her plans for a second term. Hi, Don.
Hi there. Thanks very much. Governor Mills did not precisely use the old political term, stay the course, but that seems to be what she's thinking right now as she begins to start her second term in office. Maine has a lot of positive things happening right now, and the governor mentioned some of them, but she also appears to be taking a very cautious approach, having learned the hard way that you never know for sure what may be ahead. Election night for Janet Mills was a moment of celebration. After a tough campaign and a very difficult 4 years, a resounding victory. And obviously 55%, that's a solid win. Bigger than your win 4 years ago, right?
13.3%, yeah, it's not bad, yeah.
Not that we've counted.
Not that we, yeah, 90,000 vote margin. No, I was very pleased with the result, obviously.
Ever since, Mills has been doing some public events, but mostly getting ready to start the second term. We talked about that in the Blaine House sunroom, still decorated for Christmas, starting with what she sees as the top issues facing Maine in the next 4 years. They are familiar.
I think we've got to focus on education. We've been focusing on education for the last 4 years, and health care, and climate change. All those things are extremely important. They're all relatively equal in the scheme of things, I think. You also don't know what you can't expect, what you can't anticipate. We never anticipated the pandemic, for goodness sakes, but I think we're prepared for anything.
And that, the governor says, is driving other decisions, like keeping a lot of money in the state savings account.
That's one reason why we've pumped up the stabilization fund, the rainy day fund, to the highest levels ever, so that if and when there's a rainy day, we'll be prepared for that. The state budget will be prepared for that. I'm very concerned about the talk of a recession. Some say that we've been in a recession. Others say we're going into a recession this spring. That's very worrisome. I want to be prepared for that. I want to help the Maine people be prepared for that.
One big emergency is front and center already, the huge jump in home heating costs. The legislature is expected to pass Mills' $474 million home energy assistance plan hours before her inauguration.
We've never seen it this high. We've never seen such a situation, and we can't leave people to freeze to death in their homes.
But there are other immediate issues too. The housing crisis, the need for more mental health treatment. Mills says those will be part of the new 2-year budget plan, which they've been working on for months. And so will expanding the fight against the deadly scourge of illegal drugs.
It's affecting everything we do. It's affecting our workforce issues. It's affecting our traffic fatalities. It's affecting our child abuse and neglect rates. It's affecting the number of incidents where police are called upon to use deadly force. All these things are affected to a large extent by the prevalence of fentanyl and methamphetamines in our society today. And in Maine in particular, apparently we're an easy target for these out-of-state drug dealers. I want to put a stop to that.
The governor says she doesn't have that plan yet, but will. All of it, housing, mental health care, fighting drugs, even keeping free community college tuition, all of it will depend on the new state budget. At a time, Mills seemed to say she will be cautious about spending.
You know, I think people want to see a sense of stability from government, and not a lot of drama when it comes to inventing brand new programs of some sort or diminishing old programs. I think they want to be able to count on us for things that we have provided without a lot of dramatic ups and downs.
Does that mean more or less status quo? No big dramatic new things?
That means, look, we're all looking towards the future. In the coming months, coming years, we can't always count on the same revenues coming in. The revenue forecast from December 1st has been favorable. The Consensus Economic Forecasting Commission has been fairly favorable, but I think all economists say that maybe seeing a lot of bumps in the road.
But the governor said there are also a lot of positive things happening in Maine. Business growth, and even more people wanting to live here. Just
this week we got data in that shows that Maine is seeing a high in-migration rate. People are moving here. Want to bring down that average age a little bit at a time, you know, and that young families are coming here. And they're coming here. I saw them, I talked with them, I heard from them across the state of Maine. Many of them, I think, are coming here to work in the new clean energy economy, the green economy, to do things that excite them and make them feel good about their world. And that's exciting to me.
The governor says Maine has turned the corner after decades of losing people to other states. She also said recent relief for the lobster industry and more business growth are added reasons for Maine people to feel positive as her second term begins. What's the message to tell Maine people to inspire them that you've got, the state has great possibilities?
I think Maine people inspire themselves. I think what we've come through these last 4 years has been inspirational. And
despite all the ups and downs of COVID and everything?
Despite those ups and downs and during those ups and downs.
And going forward, does that attitude carry forward?
Sure, I think it's in the spirit of Maine. The character and the profile of the people of Maine is to be resilient and to care about our neighbors.
The governor will surely echo all of that in her inaugural address, then take a bow, then get back to work. As you could tell, the governor wasn't ready to announce any new proposals or plans. If she has them, those may wait for the inaugural address Wednesday night or even the new state budget. She was very enthusiastic about things such as the business growth and, as you heard, the population growth. And at the end of the interview, I asked her, "You sound pretty optimistic." And her short answer was, "Why shouldn't I?"
Not a bad line.
No.
We'll see how 2023 unfolds.
Here we go.
Thank you, Don.
And we should mention, too, that you can watch Governor Mills' inauguration tomorrow night right here on News Center Maine. Our coverage will begin at 7 o'clock.